everyone, and today I am going to be breaking down for you the slow waltz beginners solo routine number 2. So this was taught in our beginners solo ballroom and Latin class, and that was on Monday the 17th of August 2020. So if you weren't in the full class, you could look that up on our playlist. If not, this is a short summary of the steps, and then I'm going to dance it with the music, and I'll face the front and I'll face the back. So we were emphasising the slow and we were emphasising the large steps. We were trying to look at our arms a little bit more. It was the second time we'd approached the solo waltz. So again, getting a little bit more feeling and a bit more grace, and a little bit more of the idea of the slow waltz. And I actually picked a particularly slow waltz. We don't have different speeds of slow waltz. Although slow waltz is in the title, that's to differentiate it from the Viennese waltz, which is incredibly fast and different techniques. But the slow waltz itself can range in lots of different beats per minute as well. So anything from about 27, 28 beats per minute up to maybe 32 to 34 beats per minute, roughly speaking, give or take. But I picked a particularly slow one for this. And we're dancing to Norah Jones, Come Away With Me. Yes, it's Norah Jones, Come Away With Me. Had to double check the playlist. We'll do that in a minute. Let's do the steps. First things first, I was going to breathe the arms. Breathe the arms. Now, if you can come onto the balls of the feet, brilliant. If you're not so steady, it doesn't matter. Down, up, down, up. And that was to get a little bit of our rise and fall before we set off. Okay, so it goes beautifully with the music. We're going to do 4 of those, right, left, right, left. We then had a back box step on the right foot. First time I'm going to do it without rotation. Here we go. And then I will do it with some rotation, okay? So it's a back right and a forwards left, 2 pairs, and then when I dance it, I will dance it in the first version without the rotation, the second version I'll dance it with the rotation, but it's 2 pairs, okay, for the box step. Now, a little back whisk and close. So I'm going to go out to the side and, sorry, my fault, back, here. So there's a little back whisk and close, okay? So I'm going back and close. I then step into a fall away, right foot, here, left foot, here. Now there's a little bit of a weight change, okay, so don't get too confused. I had to check the list there. I've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's a full weight change. But as I'm coming in, I'm almost pivoting because I know that I'm going to do the fall away next, so I'm making a little bit of an effort to pivot. Normally we just do our whisk and close, a little bit more square on, but because I know I'm going to go into the fall away, I'm just getting that ready a little bit before. Now, through, tum. So that's to remember to step the 2, 3, change the weight left and right. Left, right, left. So tum, okay? Rise, fall, change weight. Now, let's do that all together because the next bit's a little bit more complicated. So we had breathe the arms and down, breathe the arms, that's a count of 3 on each side. And there, box step. Remember the first time I'm going to do it without the rotation. There, and the second time I'm going to add in the rotation. Here, here, and here. Back whisk and close, fall away, second fall away, and pause. Now, this bit, a little bit of an adapted step. It's partially a step that we would dance in partner work, and it's partially something I've adapted for solo dance in the living room. Forward step, transfer the weight in, get nice and steady like a little lunge, and ronde the left foot round. So I'm facing my left wall, that's my sofa wall. Once the foot's there, I'm going to pivot, 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 and look to the front and transfer all the weight and come up onto the ball of the foot. Okay, up here. I'm going to brush in and then brush back out to promenade. That is the end of the ladies' normal spin turn footwork. And this is a little ronde here, just for some decoration, up and then out in that promenade position. And then I'm going to close the promenade like I would do normally, forwards, side, close. Okay, let's do it from that ronde. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Very slowly on that timing. 1 for the right foot forwards, 2, 3 for the ronde, 1 to transfer the weight up into the left. I need to hold the wall so that I don't fall over. Brush in on 2, brush out on 3 and change to promenade position. 1 is the left coming through, 2 is side and 3 is close. Okay. We then did some little Viennese crosses, and again I gave you the option to do big or small depending on how strong your legs and your ankles are. So small option is here, cross 2, 3, cross 2, 3, cross 2, 3. It's like a little check, okay? Or down and down and down and down. So depending on how strong you're feeling in the legs and how mobile you're feeling, you can adjust the size of your little checks or your Viennese crosses. I have done an extremely strenuous blitz and bar class this morning with lots of squats, lunges, leg raises and all sorts. So we'll see how far down I get and whether I get back up. Whole thing from the top, up and down, up and down, up, down, up, box step. I go without the rotation to start with. I'm going to do the 2 sets with the rotation. I'm splitting them, and I'm going to do 1 more on the spot without the rotation, just so I can catch myself. Back whisk and close into the fallaways. Here, steady for the ronde. In, brush, close, Viennese crosses, and as big as possible, and beautiful arms. Okay, so I will turn round halfway through the song and do it facing the front. So I'm going to do it all facing my front, and then I'll face the front for the camera. Nora Jones, come away with me.